The Podical sound.
Podcast, you can't win. Talking a good game, you can't win. Topics never lame, you can't win. Win.
Watch your average Joseph. Marvelous.
It's ridiculously funny, but funny.
Welcome back to the best no zone space in the world, because neither one of us have law degrees. I am Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
And we are the Podical Sons. Let's start the show. To the folks at home, for the first time, we welcome you to the regular degulars.
Can I pause you right real quick?
Sure.
Yeah. I just want to throw a disclaimer out that the views of Sofa King Marvelous is not necessarily the views of not your average Joseph.
They reflect us together. We work together.
We work together, but sometimes he may go off on his own springboard and jump into the deep blue sea.
That is very true. But we're in this together.
We in it to win it, man. That's my boy, of course.
Like, comment, subscribe, YouTube. We welcome y'all. Instagram, all the above. We enjoy the polls on Instagram and the Facebook. Don't forget to hit us up there. Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple, Google Play.
You name it.
We're everywhere.
You name it.
Enjoy us, embrace us, and welcome us to your ear hole. And let's get to the shindigs. How you feel today, man?
I feel good. How about you, man?
I'm good. I feel great, Tony the Tiger style. Birthday. Salute to all the folks and stuff, whatever, that did hit me up. Podcast side, thank you very much. Much appreciate the love from the birthday support that I've been getting from everybody. Much appreciated and well done.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it. So I did say next time I touch a microphone, I will appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys every week. And thank you for rocking with us and everything.
Yeah, they showed up for you, man.
Yeah, they showed out, man, you know? Boy, a little year older and stuff in the mix. How old do you feel in your mind?
You know, it's funny because I'm 47, but I feel nowhere close to that, man.
So how do you feel?
I feel like, I would say like 30s, like around in
Give me an age, like 30s? It's like 30s times 2?
Can I claim 30s?
Yeah, like times 2?
I would say like mid 30s, around 32, 34. I feel like that.
Okay.
How about you? Now that you've reached 36, does it feel anything different right now than 35 or?
No.
Yeah.
Mentally, I actually feel like a well-blessed and educated 25-year-old.
Nice.
Physically,
nice.
I feel like I'm just probably 29, 30 because the body pains and the random
right.
shits and all that type of stuff. Like, I was just having this conversation and stuff that, like, I remember my black ass used to, in Florida, like a lot of the low-rise apartment buildings and complexes and stuff like that, they're like 2 levels.
Okay.
So we used to like swing and dang-a-lang and stuff, whatever, from the second floor to the first floor and jump like it was nothing.
Right.
We were some action-packed motherfuckers. And then I think I missed a step one day and I bust my ass and stuff and got up like it was nothing.
Yeah.
That shit could never happen in my goddamn 30s and stuff.
Today.
You put me in a body cast. I mean, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Well, minus the 2 strands of gray that you always try to boast that you have when you like to,
Stop disrespecting me. I got like, you see some shit right here?
You did. Okay, so minus the 3 strands that you have now gotten.
It's 6.
I want to say you don't look a day past 22, bro.
Oh, Snookums, thank you.
You don't look a day past 22.
Bless your heart.
So you know what? You're feeling young.
Mm-hmm.
You're mentally young.
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking young. So yeah, that's good, bro. That's good.
Fountain of Youth.
That's it.
Sir Isaac Newton said Fountain of Youth relies on throwing out old teachings and falsehoods and replacing them with the ones of the new. So I mean, that's the thing. I think when you mentally tend to make sure you reinvent it and learn some things, because some things that was right back then, especially the world we fucking live in.
Right.
Like, a lot of things we can't condone. We can condone honeymooners back then. We can't condone that shit now. You got, and if you still think you can condone honeymooners, your ass need a jail cell and stuff, whatever. Don't drop the soap. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to constantly reevaluate like the state of the world, especially with your mind, and see how that's going, and you'll get better and get young. You'll stay young.
Yeah.
You'll stay young because even like I think remember I think back in the day you used to say stuff like you look fly, and then now you're saying that person with drip. So if you know what fly is, but you don't understand what drip, don't worry, this is the same damn thing.
It's the same thing. This is the same thing.
That's when
update the vocabulary.
Exactly. Some people refuse to update the vocab, so that's why they have that issue.
This is true. But I mean, they always say you're as old as you feel.
Physically or mentally? We separated the two just a while ago.
Well, physically. And I mean, and I think it was last week we were talking about the whole fact that I was saying, I try to stretch more, exercise more. You say you're kicking back into your walk routine.
Yeah.
And the whole notion, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Correct.
Right? So it's one of those things where not only you're updating your mental, but you got to keep, that physical thing happening in order for you to feel like you're not getting old, in order for you to feel like you can still do a few things. Now, granted, I don't want you to be hanging any from second story balconies and jumping. I don't want you to do any of that to make sure you still got it. Continue on with your routine.
My name would be Sofa King Wheelchair after that. For a fact.
Sofa King Bruck.
Yeah, facts. No, I was thinking of stuff like, what did you wish that you knew now that you wish you knew back then? Especially after you so say when you transition and stuff to a new birth year.
Right.
And then you're looking like, damn, you learned some things and everything, and you're wiser now. You should be wiser, excuse the terminology, but you should be wiser. What do you wish you knew now that you wish you knew back then?
Well, I mean, we always talk about finances. So that for me is a given. But what I want to say, and not necessarily know now, because I did know it back then, but just how important it is to keep up with a physical regimen. You know what I mean? Like the stretching and the jogging and just the cardiovascular exercises. Right. I mean, I think I'm not too bad now, but if I had a steady routine from when I was younger and kept with that, I mean, you see my older brother. I mean, he's somebody that does his workout almost every damn near day. And he looks nowhere close to his age.
Right.
He probably feels nowhere close to his age. So that sort of stuff goes a long way.
So, okay. Let's say there's some 20-year-olds and stuff, or some teenagers even listening to this and stuff like that, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, how many think out of 10 would probably absorb what you're saying or what we're saying and stuff about adhering to information? Because remember, when you're younger though, you feel like you're invincible and
exactly.
shit. So I want to say there's a lot of things that like somebody would tell me back then.
Exactly.
Then I look like, you can't tell me nothing.
That's what I'm saying. That for me, that was part of my problem. Because like I said, when we were talking about it last week, I've always been the natural 6-pack kid. I always thought of myself of not gaining any weight.
Now you buying the bitches.
Yeah. you know what I mean? It's like I never thought I'd reach to the stage where I'm actually putting on weight and I got to be more careful to what I eat. I got to be more careful with what I do.
Yeah. Motherfuckers, remember that, was it the COVID, the quarantine 15?
The quarantine 15.
Yo,
that's a real
I started
thing.
looking at some people and stuff. I'm like, yo, how you living, Biggie Smalls?
That's a real thing. I'm seeing people, and you know they're putting it on when it's noticeable in the face.
I work too much, so my face still look kind of.
I work too much too.
I got picked on the other day. Said like, oh, I used to look cuter when I had more meat or my cheeks were more plump. I was like, what kind of shit is this? I'm like, who taking me out to all-you-can-eat buffet now? Because everything's shut down.
Everything is shut.
I'm like, yo, you want me to eat? Send me the damn food.
Yeah.
Skip some dishes and send it my way.
Right.
Fucking
You looking slim in the face? They're not even in the waist. You looking slim in the face.
I was like, yikes.
Oh, man.
Okay, so let's talk about these polls. All right, so the first one was, is it inappropriate for a single woman to give a married man a gift for no reason?
Yes.
61% said hell yes.
Hell yeah.
That's how you feel?
Even with the explanation about it being, something of a humorous nature or something along that lines.
What's wrong with?
There was a couple of DM attacks. There was a couple of YouTube attacks. There was some attacks all over the place.
I just look at it like this. Like, yo, hear me out. Respect my conglomerate. I'm just looking at stuff as where gifts between friends.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be just a particular reason why.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that if you go about like, I don't think the person, the married man receiving the gift,
right,
should even try to hide anything from the wife.
No.
So I don't think it should be a problem. Now, if the wife fully has a problem and stuff, whatever, is that Shirley Murdoch? Woman to woman?
I think so.
Yeah, woman to woman. Yeah. So if she has some woman to woman shit, like, look here, Heifer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help you get you a man so you can get the fuck away from my man.
Leave mine alone.
Yeah. If it was also kind of notion like that, then I'd be like, okay, so the gifts must stop. But I think like amongst friends, a lot of jokes and nonsense and stuff flies. And my thing and stuff is that if, as the married man, if you know the intention of the person and stuff is not like that, then like you would hope you would assume.
You would hope you would assume.
Right? Because
you can always read the mind.
No.
You would hope you would assume.
Because the world's full of liars. No one wants to hear the truth.
Yeah.
And like it kind of like even the funny what I laughed about that and stuff was that how we posted that question and then the old video Steve Harvey came up about men and women. It's a sign, man.
Yeah.
God's plan. God's plan. So I was looking at like the Steve Harvey and his no friend zone thing and stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I see you went off. First of all, you need a fucking PhD. Zoom class. This man right here, ladies and gentlemen, and all of the above, he got a lot of time to fucking explain things to a lot of people. I do it here.
Sometimes I just be sitting at home, man. And you know what I mean?
No shit, Sherlock.
I would just be going off, man.
Yeah, I was like, I looked at the damn DM. I was like, what are you, a Leo? This is a 4-page letter? I was like, I don't got time for this shit. And then you're like, you at me. I'm like, don't at me. I don't want no part of this shit.
I only at you because you said you was gonna bring up in the pot. I'm like, they don't want to hear regurgitated. I mean, we kick stuff like this already.
We do kick stuff like this, and we did say like, you know, platonically, the men and women can platonically and stuff be friends.
Yeah.
So now this is where I looked and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, please don't judge all Harveys the same. That motherfucking Harvey is an old prehistoric dinosaur. Yes, he has flair and jokes. I have flair and jokes, but we two Harveys are not the same.
No, they're not the same. I can contest to that.
Because my thing and stuff is that I was like, that's very archaic and stuff, whatever. And I feel like, man or woman, you're grimy.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that stuff is because you let your shit be known.
Yeah.
If you come there to bat, right? Mm-hmm. If you step up to plate to bat and you strike out, and if you still want to continue to bat, whatever, then you let it be known like, yo, I'm not here to be going on friend zone.
No.
And then so you just keep it pushing and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Now I feel like, you know what? I didn't get a home run this time and stuff for that, but I'll wait to win. Come on, that's grimy, regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless and stuff for the man or woman. Now, dudes, they're kind of more notorious for this because, I mean, some dudes don't say no. A lot of dudes don't say no to ratchet pussy, much less it's a freebie type of pussy situation. So I fully agree with, you know, to a part where they said men and women can't be friends. But I have female friends that I look at as stuff like sisters.
Right.
And if they were to throw me some cooch and stuff, whatever, like, yo, Marv, just one time, I would tell them no, because I'm like, I feel like it'll fuck up our vibe.
Thank you. And that's what I was kind of schooling the one young buck and saying, you got to understand what that female is there, at what position she's going to play in your life.
Right.
You understand? Because there's some women that you're just meant to build with. You know what I mean? And they'll help you build because not every time you're going to get the perspective that you need from a male. Sometimes you need a female's perspective to understand things. Right? So you got to be able to separate that too. And if you're going to cross that line with somebody who is meant to build with, then you're exactly right. You fuck up that whole persona, that whole perspective. Like, she's never going to look at you at that saying like, oh, I can just sit down and kick it and build with Marv because deep down in the back of my mind, I know Marv might have other intentions.
Yeah. I've been in a situation and stuff, whatever, where it was I think I only had one situation. So I had one situation where I said I friend zoned the friend. Like we were cool.
Yeah.
We were cool. And the situation got to present itself and it threw me off. I was like, wait, what? What's going on? Am I high? Like it threw me off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I'm not about this life. And then I scratched my head. I was like, nah. I'm like, the thought kind of crossed my mind. Now what it was presented, I was like, I'm like, look here, we gonna fuck up something what we got going on and everything like that. And I think at the time I was single and stuff, and she was single. So I said, say it don't pop off between us.
Yeah.
And you find somebody and I find somebody and stuff, whatever.
Right.
Would you ever tell them about whatever situation that might have occurred? Or like the possible and stuff, whatever? Because as a dude, if I was to date a woman and she's like, you know, I had a friend, he did try to shoot a shot, I'm watching that nigga. Like I got my eyes on him and I'm watching, and she's not the eyes on the prize. Yo, I'd be like, yo, I'm just gonna go holler at that thing. Hey man, fuck that dude, man.
Yeah.
He said, oh, he's dying of cancer. I'm like, they got nurses. Are you a nurse? You know, I will watch him. You got to put a person like that under the scope.
Yeah, man, because like I said, and just like I said, in back of her mind, she might always be thinking, Marv may have it. You're always going to think, in back of dude's mind, he shot his shot at once.
Yeah.
And he didn't just shoot a shot and then walk away. No, he shoot his shot and hung around.
So, okay.
I mean, and don't get me wrong. It's not to say that friends can't find something and then become intimate and have a relationship after.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gotta be a situation that I guess grows to that point where both of you are on that page. Both of you are on that wanting of it. You know what I mean? It can't just be a one-sided thing. And with the understanding that if it doesn't work out, that you just might jeopardize what friendship that you've had prior.
Let me ask you this now. Could your woman pick up new guy friends and stuff after you guys are married?
As long as that guy friend knows me and my woman is married and me and that guy friend know each other.
So if you don't know him and stuff, nah.
Well, if it's a friend, why would I not know him?
I mean, she can mention him and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Maybe I think that's where I need more growth and maturity. Because I'm looking at him like, if you had friends before me, I'm taking the stuff that they probably are trying to shoot this shot and you shut it down and then that's all said and done.
Right.
And now you're scooping up more guy friends and everything. Yo, I'm like, yo, declare that motherfucker like it's customs.
And again, I'm looking at it from the fact of who my wife is, right?
Right.
So
all perspective though. It's all your point of view.
It's all point of view perspective, right? So I know if my wife is going out to make friends, it's typically going to be in the area of maybe work, right? Or I don't know, maybe if she picked up like a hobby, needlework, and the dude is in a needlework class.
What about church?
Church.
Okay.
Right? But again,
some of those church people, they don't leave room for the Holy Ghost there. They out there just grouping your woman. Oh, sister, come here. Let me. All right, praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Let me put my leg around you.
They don't. But again, I've been to church with my wife. And I met brother so-and-so, deacon so-and-so, so-and-so. You know what I mean? And hey, my wife, she discusses her work with me. So I know her male friends at work. You understand? It's not a situation where she going out to the club and she meet a new friend. Nah, my wife, she ain't about that. She'll shut that shit down.
Right.
Right? Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have a problem with that. And the same likewise. If I have, listen, my wife know my at work wife. Simply because she looked the hell like my wife. I'll be like, listen, wifey, she look like you. And we tease the shit out of each other.
So what's wrong with she buys you some socks?
But if she buys me some socks, right?
Right.
And I brought it to my wife and said, yo, she'd have bought me some socks. She'd probably look at it at first weird, and then me like, okay, well,
ding, 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 ding. Let's go. So that means it can work. But what? What tip drill booty are we talking about?
That girl, I don't think she would ever buy me socks because we're not friends like that.
So how is she your work wife, but you're not friends like that?
I say, hey, what up, wifey? When she see me, she say, hey, what, wifey? We used to work in the same area. Now we don't work in the same area at all. But that don't mean that we're still not friends when we see each other with hello, this, that.
So what if she's just like, I thought of you because we don't work in the same area like that no more.
Yeah.
Here goes some socks.
Well, I'll be like, the socks I wear look old. I would have to think about some things at that point.
There's a yes, man.
I would have to think about some things at that point.
That's what I thought, man. That's what I'm saying. No, I think, like I said, I'm at that point and stuff where you can have all these guy friends and stuff that are before me.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna phase. I'm not phased.
Right.
But then it's just like I said, the new people, so they have to be declared, customs, and all the above. Like a monkey can never look a lion in its face. So if your intentions is bad, I feel like where I am and stuff in life now, I can definitely read a person's character from like glance and have an understanding of who I'm dealing with in a 15-minute conversation with a person.
Okay.
So me saying, fuck, okay, I do this talking shit for fun, like for pay and everything, stuff like podcast.
Right. Yeah.
So I bring my shit to him, and if I realize like, yo, this is a rat, this is a snake, so once I realize that and I can identify those type of things, I'm gonna just be straight with girly. I'm like, that motherfucker gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with it, but if you feel like I don't need to control you and stuff, whatever, it's not about controlling, but I'm uncomfortable with it.
Yeah.
This is in your side of the realm. You got to deal with it, because if I brought in Tata Lalicious, and every time she come around, she come with the deep V-neck dress, the tip drill booty and stuff, whatever, and you're like, what's with this hoochie?
Oh, that's just the way she dressed.
Yeah, I'm like, that's how she is. She's expressive. She's a free loving hippie type person. Free spirit,
Free spirited.
Free spirit is a new age word for hoe? Is that what it is?
Free spirited.
Because I don't hear hoe that much. I hear she's free spirited.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, she's free spirited. And they're like, I don't like where she at. I don't like her. I'm like, okay.
Well,
so
tell
keep
her
the same
to control
energy.
her spirit around you.
Yeah, exactly. Let's keep the same energy, man. That's why I'm like, okay. I don't feel like every man should sleep with their female friend, though. Like you said about the beneficial thing.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like Steve Harvey shat the bed and put his foot in his mouth when that whole thing. I'm like, yo, there's attractive men and there's attractive women, period. I feel like the world we live in and stuff, whatever, is probably like put together. Probably like 90% of people, when they're put together,
you're right,
they're attractive.
Yeah.
As like the 10% and stuff, whatever, they got a beautiful heart.
I mean, and like we said last week, it's not always about looks. It's the way you present yourself too, the way you carry yourself also.
Absolutely.
I mean, you could be a 7, but have an attitude that bumps you up to a 9.
And you can have a shit damn character and stuff, whatever, and just drop you down.
That can drop you down. Absolutely.
Okay. The other question and stuff was, both are falling from a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
You can only save one.
Yeah.
You have your partner, your life partner, your boo thing.
To the left.
To the left. And to the right, you got a duffel bag with $1 million cash. You can only save one. Oh, you're saving, what are you saving?
The bag.
You're saving a bag.
No, I'm saying, you got the bag.
You got the bag.
You got the bag.
You literally got the bag.
Mm.
Which one are you saving?
I'm going to save my partner.
75% of people said partner over duffel bag.
I'm going to save my partner.
My single mafia. If y'all said partner, salute to you guys and your ideal dream person and stuff and everything. Because I'm like, you got to pass probation with me and stuff, whatever, for me to say like, yo, $1 million, if you know how to use $100,000 properly, that's life changing.
Yeah.
So now $1 million times 10, Yeah, I'm going with the bag.
You gonna go with a bag? You taking a bag?
You'll be missed, man. Yo, I like the responses and stuff for the
responses were cool.
Yo, salute to everybody who participates in the polls. We appreciate you guys.
Yes, man. And those who go a step further to jump into the DMs and explain why they say
they're like, I'm gonna tell you why I voted this. I can't believe this person's a piece of shit. Yo, one person is like, look out. Hold on to the branch down below. Like, hey, so I'm going to take this money. Yo, people like, they can retire their parents. They can retire some things. They can change. Their life is spiced.
Right.
With $1 million. I look at it stuff right now. I don't have weight into that kind of world within a woman.
Yeah.
I'm going for the bag. I'm going for the bag.
You're going for the bag.
Now, you as a married man, if I hear you say you're going for the bag, I'm about to say, yo, all your decades of love, it's really questionable right now.
It's questionable.
If I used to idolize and worship that shit after this question, partner,
when
it ain't happening no more.
Everything. I'm gonna get my jaw rule back.
Money ain't money.
Buy what you want.
What was it? Money can't buy happiness, but it's a damn good down payment.
I'll tell you, it
$1 million is a great way to start.
Listen, man, especially if you living in Toronto and houses starting at $1 million.
I think some people don't, their significant other, even if these people are in a relationship and stuff and they chose $1 million, some people's partners aren't worth their weight in gold.
Yeah.
Some people know that they're probably with this person and they probably came to a point where they're settled. So now this is their severance pay to end their relationship.
This is the severance pay.
This is the severance, man.
It's a damn good severance pay.
You'd be like, shit, I was going to quit my job and the most I probably might get is like 10 racks. And now you're telling me I'm going to quit this relationship and I'm going to get $1 million? Time to say sayonara.
When from the Breakfast Club, when Dr. Umar did the interview, and they were saying they were talking about how if there's a financial relationship, a financial portion to getting married, and Charlemagne was saying, "You really think so? You really think there's a?" Dr. Umar said, I've never seen a divorce court proceeding where somebody said, I want half my love back. I want all the love that I invested in. I want that back. No. They either want the money, the 401k, or the house.
Yeah.
Don't tell me they ain't financial obligations and got nothing to do with it.
It's very damn true. So, I mean, there's a lot of, and I feel like a lot of couples and stuff, and I'm not taking shots at couples and everything. You know your situation. I don't.
Yeah.
But my thing and stuff is that you have to understand or take a thing in, because if this person is dangling in one hand, you got the money in the other hand, whatever, you start thinking about like how many times this person probably called you a type of bitch underneath the sun. Or she probably said how little your dick is, or you a cheating son of a bitch, and you be trying hard to try and make the relationship work, and I'm like, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
I got the bag.
Yo.
But I mean, and again, to the flip side of that is like, if you know what you got and you were like, yo, you would never trade that for $1 million. You'd rather be poor and broke and be happy with this person, then you know.
Dude, the girl I traded all money, cars, and everything. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, yes, some people are worth their weight and then some. Some people have a priceless tag and stuff on them. But I was like, I mean, okay, remember we jested and we talked about the whole kidnapping thing and stuff. And I'm like, yo, if we got kidnapped, how much would you put up and stuff for me and everything like that?
Yeah.
It kind of goes like that. Like, yo, if it wasn't that, but it was a kidnapping thing, how much are you willing to put up for the ransom? If you're going to put up and stuff like, say, like $5 million and stuff, you'd be like, wow, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that person's worth going for.
Shit.
Somebody be like, keep that motherfucker. Yo. Then be like, the bag's getting taken. No. Yeah, let's get to some other shit.
All right, let's get to it.
Let me ask you, why can't people leave Justin Bieber alone, especially when it comes to this young boy's hair? Anything he does with his hair is a problem.
That is a problem?
It's always a problem. Justin Bieber got dreads. I got schooled earlier in the week. Salute to Ben.
Yeah.
Ben comes from, if you care, if you check for me, you can check me.
Okay.
I was like, yo, dreads. The man's like, hey, it's not dreads.
It's not dreads.
It's locks.
Locks.
He's like, there's nothing dreadful about it when black people wear it. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Rastafarian 3000. I haven't yet to see him lock up anything, but we're running. We're rolling.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, he said it pertains to black people. So I'm like, Bieber is kind of Caucasian, but he's a GTA Canadian kid, whatever, to and fro. Uh-huh. So I looked at it and stuff, was like, they gave Bieber flack when he had his hair in cornrows.
Right.
It was a problem, culture appropriating. Hell, they even called for Bieber with the post.
Right.
They called him to take down the post and to take out his hair. I'm like, who the fuck are you to tell me to take out my goddamn hair?
Yeah.
These are black women.
But it's so funny because at the same time, these same black women don't got no problem about putting in straight weave of different color.
Yikes. Talk about it.
You know what I mean? So you really can't be out here calling the kettle black and then be doing the same thing.
Because people don't keep the same damn energy.
They need to keep the same damn energy.
And that's the thing. I feel like a lot of people use situations for like their benefit.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's not right. And that's hypocrisy. We already spoke about hypocrisy and stuff there before, like a few weeks back and everything like that. But it's very hypocritical when you're doing shit like that.
Yeah.
Right? And I feel like, I can't tell you what to do for you. Came back to, what's my boo thing? Rachel Dolezal. She identifies as a black woman. She's not really a black woman. We're living in a world where we can't tell motherfuckers how to feel.
Nah.
So
you can't even tell them what their gender is.
She actually, the funny thing too, I seen a truck on the road one day.
Right.
Was it a Chevy? It was one of those big pickup trucks. And on the bumper sticker it said, I identify as a Prius. So I was like, yeah. So I was like, who are we to tell this truck this is not a Prius? So I'm like, let people live their life. And if what they eat don't make you shit, leave it alone. Leave it alone.
I'm like, I just find it so funny that it's like, you're really going to be up in arms because this dude who spent the last, because I can't say what his musical genre was, what his whole style was before he met Scooter Braun, but from the point he met Scooter Braun till now, his music has been black. The culture that surrounded him has been black. And for him to rock anything different or to be any way different would almost come off weird to me. It would come off now that he's trying to pander to the whites in order to get back into their good graces.
Right. Because I want to, okay, so the word Georgia peaches.
Yes.
Georgia peaches, we know Georgia, the state of Georgia, this is a
peach
fruit.
state, yes.
This is a peach state. But when they say round peach booty and everything like that, I want to say that came from a black culture.
Right.
It came from the black culture,
right.
Excuse me. And
we put all type of fruits.
That and onion booty and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And so now you have this young man and stuff, whatever, like with the song Peaches. I got my peaches from in Georgia. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So I'm like, he's speaking in a realm where I want to say, if you're not fond of black culture, the hook blows your mind.
You won't get it.
You won't get it.
Right.
You won't get it. So I mean, I want to say he's never been pandering and stuff. I'm like, that's just his realm.
Yeah.
That's just his realm. It's the same thing where I think about what Bieber, similar to, you say you have a friend who's Caucasian, but she just everything she does and stuff, whatever, is just kind of black or considered black, whatever.
Right.
But this is the person that the world that they're enveloped and they're around. Last time I checked, Justin Bieber didn't get bust or brought to the scene and stuff, whatever, from Let's say Liam Payne. Fuck it, let's go back further. Let's say Paul McCartney. Usher.
Yeah.
Usher brought him in the game.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he's already there.
But that's what I'm saying. And before, I don't know, like I said, I can't say what kind of music genre he was doing before he met Scooter Brown.
Yeah.
But Scooter Brown seen something in him, right? And obviously he must have been doing something that kind of resembled, if not was already in that R&B lane,
right? Where
Scooter said, hey, I can continue on, or I can place you in that lane because you're almost there. You're already there, right? And Usher, he's got to have something for Usher to take to him.
Absolutely. Because Usher was once a child star himself, right? So for Usher to see something within that realm is dope. I just didn't condone when Bieber said like the nigga word, I think like eons ago.
Right.
But I'm like, goes to show you he was that comfortable.
Yes.
And then they G-checked him on it and he's like, okay. And even the peoples around him still know about that type of stuff. And he still got fucking Khaled tracks to play and then some. And he's still popping up, I want to say, in the, I don't want to say black culture, but hip-hop culture is pop culture.
Right.
But he's there damn near everywhere and stuff and everything. And he's still being embraced by, I want to say, that community.
Yeah.
The hip-hop community. So the kid lived.
And a lot of times, like, we can say that when he did that whole nigga sing song tirade, that was a point of ignorance.
Well, a lot of people don't know, right? So, right. I mean, like when you're in a point of, like I said, I have a problem with people who act like they know when they don't.
Right.
Now that you know, or now you've been informed, are you still moving the same way? Well, are you still doing the same thing?
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's what a growth and development. Exactly.
He apologized for it.
And then now you can watch it and stuff for that.
Exactly.
This is why I don't support like cancel culture.
Right.
Because my thing is, if I cancel you and everything like that, how do I know you're going to get better? I have to see it to believe it and stuff, whatever, to see that you've gotten better. Has he done anything after that? Has he had any other like nigga slip up and everything? No, not to we've seen.
Right.
And internet shit go out there and never die.
Never die.
So I don't know. Yo, where did he get the name dreadlocks from though? Anyway,
it's funny. I don't know.
You had dreads.
Yeah, but
you had locks.
No, I was about to say I had locks. I did not have dreads.
No, your locks was beautiful. They weren't dreadful.
Every time from the moment that I've seen the hairstyle growing up, it was always to me said like that, and it wasn't just dreads. It wasn't just locks. It was dreadlocks, and I never understood the term. I don't understand where they got that dread part from.
So even after all this time, after you grew and cut your shit, whatever,
the only thing I could come up with without anybody explaining it to me is that...
Are we winging it? Fuck it, we'll run it. We're Podical Sons.
Is that people feared Rastafarians. They had this bad stereotype about them. And that's where that whole dreadful part came in.
Actually, you did that immaculately. I actually looked at it and stuff, whatever, just a while ago. So you were actually right.
That's it. And to me, that's where it would.
See? Atta boy, look at you. You're not only good looks. I called you an ugly motherfucker last week.
You did last week. Yeah. Had people laughing at me and shit.
Once again, I was on my bad behavior stuff.
He was.
One day I'll go.
The views of Sofa King Marvelous is not necessarily the views of not your average Joseph.
Disclaimer. Yo, all right, yo. Speaking of hair, let's talk about Mr. Gibson, Tyrese Gibson. He's shaving his new boo's pubes. Would you shave your woman's pubes? Let me just ask that.
You know what? I might shave her pubes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if we in the washroom chilling, we having the alone time and we grooming ourselves, I might shave her pubes.
She said, babe, do me.
Do me, baby. Do me, baby.
I would. I just because I've done it before.
Okay,
I've done it before and everything.
So you're in the realms of Tyrese.
I don't do that shit on social media though. That's too much though.
That was too much.
As an OG, like doing the most right now. One, he just got out of divorce, and then he got this new young chick and stuff with her, and then all that. Like, you gotta relax. I'm not.
We think came up with the idea.
What to shave?
Yeah.
On social media, on live.
I'm thinking this. I'm thinking it's the new boo.
You think?
I'm thinking it's the new boo, and she convinced him to do that shit.
I don't know. You have to agree to that. I'm holding them accountable and stuff too. If you're new,
no, I'm holding them accountable for doing the damn deed.
Like just the idea in general.
Yeah, but I think the idea
in general probably. I think
she came up with the idea.
It's probably her more than likely, but then he still did it. Because my thing and stuff is that chick can come up with an idea and stuff like, I want to peg you tonight.
Yeah.
And if you go down with the peg, then that means you agreed to the peg. You gave consent to the peg. He gave consent to the shave on. He's doing the most. He's
doing the most.
I don't know. Like it. I'm just confused and stuff with her to the point where why do we have to always turn to social media to do certain type of things and stuff in our world? Like, I feel like everything shouldn't be public. It doesn't have to be public. But then
shouldn't be public?
I don't mind. Depends. I'm not a fan of like the sideburn. I call it the sideburn. When they got the hair on the leg, past it, I'm like, yo. Stay in the pubic area. If it touches the legs, you gotta shave them sideburns, boo. But like my thing is like, you as a couple, you guys should have that kind of conversation.
Right.
Because if you're not into like, the bushworks, then you're like, yo, boo, you need to, if you got a problem, shave me. All right. Put your phone over there in the dresser. Lay down. Yeah. I was like, I can't blame him because for some reason I just feel like there's a whole bunch of other, I'm gonna say dickheads. You
gonna roll with dickheads?
I'm gonna roll with dickheads. Final answer. There's gonna be a whole bunch of other people and stuff out there like, shit, I've been shaving my woman. It's like, babe, hey babe, come lay down, let me shave you or stuff on social media. She's like, now. Come on, babe. If I do that and stuff like okay. Stupid dickheads.
There's gonna be a shave pube challenge.
Could you imagine?
Oh no, I don't want to imagine. I don't want to imagine.
Yo, I don't know, man. I feel like there's tons of things and stuff where in our world, we don't tend to separate enough. And social media and that aspect is definitely one of those things and stuff that I'm always afraid of, right? Because
it's like there's nothing private anymore.
Everything has to be out there.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I want to say us with a podcast,
right?
We have a platform. We talk. Some of your past experiences, my past experiences, they're, I want to say, in the realm of stories.
Right.
But it's not like smooth. So I was out here fucking this chick.
Yeah.
And then like, you know what? You don't believe me? Let me fuck this chick right here live on the recording and stuff. And I'm like, no. Like, there's the reality and there's the fantasy thing and stuff. Like, yo, when do we separate the two? Right? Like, I don't know. Like, people want to be seen, heard, or validated? Like, why? I'm trying to understand the stuff. Like, what do you think?
I think people want to be all three, man.
Really?
Seen, heard, and validated. Because we live in a culture where people championship bullshit, right? People champion the outrageous, right? People laugh at other people's pain.
All the time.
We've become a culture where nothing is beyond us. And if you're not doing something outrageous, you're not being seen.
There was that guy. He had a whole bunch of tats. It was like bonk gang or something like that.
Right.
And he used to like hop over counters in restaurants and everything like that. I don't know. Like, I don't think. I think I just want to be a scene type of thing. Because like, all right, when I say heard, would you consider like conversation and stuff, whatever, with a person like talking about like him be like heard? Because okay, like say I can't put a legit name to him and stuff, or I don't describe him properly. Would that be still considered heard? Because you're doing shit like that just to be seen.
Yes.
Right? I feel like, but the world we live in, I did say all three before. Like if you asked me 2 years ago, I would say all three. Right now, see, I feel like validation. Like blue checks mean everything now. Blue checks mean everything.
Yeah.
And like blue checks guarantee like blue cheese. Like does it determine money?
I would say blue check comes with a certain value to it.
So validation is everything. So they want to be validated in.
It comes with a certain value to it.
Why? That's weird though. I mean, it's not weird. It's just I'm trying to understand.
It's not weird. Right? And the reason why I say it's not weird is because at the end of the day, if you're thinking about it from a business perspective, you have to advertise and market to be successful in business. If you're not advertising or marketing, nobody knows what you do, nobody knows what your product is, etc. Right? So those things are necessary when you're doing business, right? We're just at the point where people are the business. So in order for them to do certain things, they behave a certain way to receive certain things.
Influencers.
You have influencers nowadays, right? They'll post this video about, let's say, a specific brand. They gotta look a specific way. They gotta speak a certain way, right? They gotta be accessible to the public. Once they stop being accessible to the public, whatever brands that might have been supporting them start to fall off. It's no longer worth it for us. You're not connecting with the people. So I can't remember what daytime show I was talking about, but there was this one person where he was an influencer. Huge, right? He said it became such a chore.
To be an influencer?
Yeah, because now...
That's a job though.
Yeah, but he's saying now he has to just keep trying to come up with ways
to be relevant.
Yeah. He has to keep coming up with ways to stay at that point where the money can keep coming in.
Tell him shave his woman's pubes.
He need to take a line from Tyrese.
If he has a woman, if he has a man, tell him.
Listen, man,
you better cut around the tree.
Pube is the order of the day.
Pube? Well, because
he get his pubes out in Georgia. That's it.
Nah, hell no, keep that. But you have an influencer,
right?
Like how you explain and stuff, whatever.
Yeah,
you have an influencer like being built and everything. Yo, this is your brand. You are your business. People are the business and stuff like that. And then you have the OnlyFans people, like they're their business.
Yeah,
they are their brand, but yet we highly favor one more than the other. Right? But they're still a brand of their business and stuff like that.
It's still a brand of their business.
And there's some influencers that probably have their own OnlyFans and stuff, whatever, as well.
Right.
Right? So, I mean, like...
But here's the thing, though.
What's up?
You have some people who are doing OnlyFans stuff that would have never done it like 2 years ago, 5 years ago. But because they see women on OnlyFans making bread...
Not men?
Men too, making bread, that they decided, you know what, this might have been not my morals a year ago, but I need this bread. So I'm going to spread for this bread. And hopefully I get the butter.
I'm going to spread for this bread. Yo, that should be like a slogan in every damn strip club in the world. Deep down in the Chattahoochee, it's hotter than a hoochie coochie. You better spread for the bread.
Hope for some butter.
Yo, man, that's how that happened. Yo, which is more worse? Which is more worse to have? Or even your significant other to have?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you said women.
Right.
Right? Fuck that. Before I ask you, name me 5 guys with an OnlyFans page.
Tyga.
Okay.
Safari.
Safari got an OnlyFans?
Safari, but I think he's up there with his wife.
Oh, so he's fucking his wife on there?
Yeah, but he's got an OnlyFans.
So he's the main owner of it?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Shit, that's anything.
But then
that Jimmy
Jimmy Smacks?
Jimmy Smacks?
Jimmy Smacks. So that's 3. See? But then you can do 10 women and stuff easy on OnlyFans. And you can do another 10 that you don't even know of like that.
Right.
And they have OnlyFans and stuff. This is why I said so women have it easier than men. But no, everybody want to come from my fucking head though. When I say there's a problem. But okay. So which is more worse for your woman to have? An OnlyFans subscription to one person, one subscription.
Right.
Or I want to say access to like all these porn hubs or all video viewing adult sites. Which is more worse to have?
I'm going to say the OnlyFans.
Why?
Because she's spending my bread, man.
But he's spreading his bread. He's spreading his legs for the bread.
And she's spending my bread for the spread.
Word of the day's not fucking pubes. It's spread. Just spread. Spread for me. I think, you see my thing, okay.
Yeah.
Go in on this OnlyFans thing.
Okay, so the point of the matter is that she found somebody that she can find interesting.
What if it's a black man? What if she only pays for the subscription every first Friday of the month? She's supporting a black business.
There's many black businesses. There's many black businesses that she can support.
I don't like where you're going with this.
She don't just have to support the OnlyFans because he's a black man. Shit, there's a lot of black clothing companies out there. Shit, I can start a Patreon and she can support us. How about that? How about that?
Cast me outside. How about that?
But, I mean, if she's going to the point where she's now going to bypass all the free trees that she can see,
yeah,
and pay for this one tree, then yeah, I would see that as a problem.
So what if she always likes, I guess, a particular type of tree with the free realm?
Right.
Right? In the free realm and stuff, let's say, okay, there's 2 worlds where you catch your woman, you see the credit card bill that come into the house and stuff, whatever, you're looking like, OnlyFans subscription.
Yeah.
$6.99. You're like, what the fuck? Compared to like you catching your girl stuff on her laptop or use her computer and stuff, her login or some shit like that, whatever. Right. And you see her looking at light-skinned big dicks. Like across the board.
Across the board.
Black light-skinned BBCs.
Right.
Across the board. You're looking like, over here she's looking at 1 dick.
Yeah.
Over here she's looking at like 100. And the OnlyFans is still worse?
Yeah, because there's no way she's making connections with all 100 dicks.
So, okay. So what I've noticed stuff about the hub, asking from a friend.
Martin?
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 You know Martin, man.
I remember Martin.
You remember Martin. Like, when some of those videos started with the you know, the Pornhub theme.
Yeah.
A lot of those are like verified by Pornhub that these people put this video on there.
Right.
So if she goes on said person's video page,
right,
be like, love your work, wink emoji.
Yeah.
And if they respond back, appreciate the support, wink emoji.
Yeah.
What's the difference between that and OnlyFans?
She ain't paying for it.
Okay. So it takes more dedication and stuff to pay for it.
By the time you dip into your wallet or your purse and take out money, That's a level of commitment.
We need Shorty back on the show. Because remember Shorty, Super Shorty, what's up, Shorty? Because she was the same person that's kicking off her shit like, I don't understand why y'all niggas ain't out here supporting these girls, these OnlyFans pages and stuff, whatever. I was supposed to buy groceries with this money, but okay, I'll just pay to watch the chick touch her titties and diddle the skittle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Monthly. Monthly, by the way. One woman. One person.
Yeah. When there's a variety diddling the skittle for free.
Why do we need OnlyFans? See, I feel like OnlyFans stuff is very, very intimate. Where I've seen certain pages and stuff, whatever, where, let's say, set woman, I can speak from my world stuff, where a set woman would have an OnlyFans page, and then, let's say, in the stories, she'll try to promote her shit.
Right.
And like, I don't respond to DMs on Instagram. I respond to DMs on my OnlyFans.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm thinking like, here you have an OnlyFans person, say, you have an OnlyFans subscription and shit like that, whatever. And she's not or you're looking like, you know what? You're only just going to watch her shit. And then you're like, I really like your work. Then she sent you a little personalized video.
Yeah.
She got the dildo. She got the pocket rocket. She's Buzz Lightyear and her shit, you know?
Right.
And then she's like, oh, not your average. Squirt, squirt, squirt.
Yeah.
Everywhere, soaking up the camera and everything. You're looking like, shit.
Yeah.
I feel like that intimacy level and stuff for her is basically there.
Right.
It's very hard, or you might know something I don't know, but I'm going to try it just to see, just for shits and giggles later.
Yeah.
You know, hear women call it Not Your Average Joseph on Pornhub. And I'm going to ask Martin to search on his side too.
Right.
To see if it's out there. Because I don't find that much close-knit compared to like an OnlyFans thing.
No, you won't get it. You won't get it.
But as I said, like, it's not really quantity, it's quality.
Right. But then, should that not be a problem?
It is.
Because if you got a significant other and they're sharing that level of intimacy, not only sharing that level of intimacy, but willing to pay for a subscription for it, dude, nah, babe, there's Pornhub. And there's X videos. And there's 1,000,001 other places you can go. See dicks for free.
Support free porn.
Now we're gonna have all the OnlyFans people after us.
Again, his views don't reflect So Fucking Marvelous. That was all on that man over there. Gone for him this week, damn it.
Listen, man. I'm gonna send Martin to y'all pages and have him support you.
Have you seen him? Yo, do you talk? Have you talking to your kids about porn before? Speaking of which,
no.
How do you know your kids might not have a OnlyFans subscription to somebody?
I don't. I would hope not.
Because once upon a time, everything was like VHS.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it? Would they have porn on Betamax back then? Possible.
You know what? I think it actually started with Betamax, but VHS was the
dominant one.
It was more accessible and cheaper. So that's why a lot of porn was filmed on VHS. And with a lot of porn being filmed on VHS, a lot of people bought VHS machines. Porn killed beta.
Did not know that.
Porn killed beta.
Once upon a time, Betamax was supreme until VHS came in and milked the game.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. No, because like I feel like some parents don't talk to their kids about porn. They talk to their kids about sex.
Yes.
But they don't talk to their kids about porn.
Yes.
And now they're giving their kids like these phones and devices pretty early in the game.
Right.
And where you can't pick up a full fucking VCR and TV or DVD player and bring it to the washroom and be like, hey, I know what the fuck you about to do in there.
Right.
Compared to like now where some of these kids have earphones or AirPods and everything. one phone device is like this goddamn big.
Yeah.
And then you're... That's my something about Mary Jerkoff sound.
That's the sound? That's the sound? Well, you would hope that you have the wherewithal and knowledge of certain things. So from early on, not only for the fact that I limited the time my kids would be spending on internet through, either the router or whatever it is connected.
Oh yeah, you were the first person I actually seen with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shut that shit down. Good job.
I also put in places where they're limited to the sites that they can go, right? So you're either gonna have to be a damn near computer genius, which not saying that kids are above that, right? Or be in an outside setting where that stuff is easier to access.
No, which is I think a big salute to you and stuff for that, because you've taken the extra step as a parent to at least put some things and stuff to kind of to shut down the shit.
Yeah, to make it, because you can never shut it down.
You can never shut it down.
Make it as hard as possible.
Right. And which is dope, because I remember and stuff, and I was like, I was thinking about a parent and stuff. I'm like, actually, that was you.
Yeah.
You put the blockage, the cutoff time and everything and stuff, whatever. And some people don't even know they can do that. I didn't know you could do that until I seen you do that shit in action and stuff. And I was like, I was like, that's parental 101. And I'm like, and that's the advanced course and stuff for that, which was good.
Yeah.
Like, that's good. See, it's just that I want to say the birds and bees talk might come up, but I don't think like the porn talk might come up. And I'm not saying like they're not the same, but remember we talking about the first experiences with porn and everything like that?
Yeah.
Certain conversation, we never had a conversation, like my mother and I can definitely say we've never had a conversation about porn.
Right.
We had conversations about sex.
Yeah.
Sex, birds and bees, pregnancy, and all that type of stuff and everything like that. But I'm like, porn itself, I'm like, no. And it kind of misleads and stuff where we tell like, porn is like, it's super fake.
Right.
But these kids, this is what they're growing up on.
Yeah.
Because, fuck.
That first minute scene is in loop 4 or 5 times.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's in loop. He nutted after the first. They just kept playing that part around. Then after 6 or 7 of it, then they gave you the money shot.
You know what? You're a fucking man that worked damn near everywhere. I wouldn't be surprised if you were a porn DJ. You worked from Gap, here, to, fro, barber, this, that. I wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't even shock me if you told me you did that. You moonlighted and did that shit.
At one point I wanted to be a DJ in a strip club.
What? So what shot down your dream? Why didn't you?
I don't think, because I didn't know how to go about it.
You just go apply in the daytime hours? Before they did, I don't know, you did that shit, but that shit was funny. Oh, man. So, why did that pop off?
No, well, just what I was saying. I was like, I never knew how to go about it. And then by the time
you got wind,
it was like a fleeting thing. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a passion or but I always wanted to be like, play the cool music, like, and coming to the stage, here comes Candy Stripe. She is going to be available for lap dances after she does her 3rd song.
I wouldn't mind that job. Because the strippers, we spoke about that when we had a stripper episode, right?
Yeah.
That they have to tip the damn DJ and stuff for that.
Yeah.
Because he can play a badass song about fucking ham sandwiches, or he can bands and make it dance. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that is a heavy job, and it has some heavy weight and stuff to it itself.
Yeah. And it's also goes to also playing the selection that he plays, probably gonna motivate the dancer dancing, but the customer who's supposed to be spending.
Yeah. DJ plays he sets the tone.
He sets the tone.
He or she sets the tone.
He or she sets the tone.
They set the tone. Okay.
move.
I don't know. My body started moving when you start doing the beat. I'm like, All right, man. Let's get to the question of the week. Are you ready?
Ready.
Question of the week. And before I start question of the week, fuck you. I'm not pandering. Question of the week. What's the best thing you've learned from a woman? Any woman. Your mom's, your wife, a random woman on the street, a teacher. What is the best thing you learned from a woman?
I want to say grade 7 teacher.
Oh.
Miss Burke, salute to you.
Salute. 7th grade. She probably retired now. You are a grown ass man.
For sure. She retired by now.
Let's hope she's not in the grave. Let's hope she's kicking it.
If you around, salute to you, Miss Burke. One day, and actually, it's funny because I actually told this story to my son about 2 days ago.
Oh, dope.
One day, me and 3 other friends were in class, right? And just being boys, just goofing off and stuff like that. And she got fed up and she called, she took all 3 of us out in the hallway to lecture us. And she was out there and she was laying into us real good. And partway through the laying in, she looked at the other 2 and she said, at least Andrew gets his work done. And I paused for a moment. I was saying, you know what? There's no problem in having fun. But you got to make sure when it's time to do the work, you do the work.
Business versus pleasure.
And I always took that with me. It's not to say that I did not know that before.
Right.
But to have like an authority figure at that point in my life say, hey, y'all may be goofing off and stuff like that. But if anybody should be able to goof off, it's this kid right here. Because he is getting the work done. And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna live the rest of my school life like that. I'm gonna just continue to make sure I do what I need to do to get it done. I'll still be around for the bullshit and stuff like that. But I have a goal and I have a focus in mind. And I want to make sure that stuff is taken care of before anything else. And that's, I mean, to this very day, right? If anybody wants me to do something for them, I'm like, I don't mind doing it. But if it's not benefiting me, it's got to wait.
That's dope. And that's from 7th grade till now as a grown ass man. Yo, salute.
Yeah. So that's why I say salute to Miss Barrett, because that's like, she said that to me and
it set a precedent in your life.
It did. It really did.
Shit. I think for me, it was actually my friend's mom. My friend's mom, Luther Benji's mom, Miss Marlin, she said to me one day, she said, this is only the beginning and this is just a stepping stone. She's like, some people walk the road of riches.
Right.
With the road already, like, I want to say, etched out for them or laid out for them. And some other people have to walk it bare feet. And she said that when you're in a situation and stuff, you're not set up to win. That doesn't mean you're not entitled or you don't have an opportunity to walk the road.
Right.
And so when she said that to me, I think it was like 7th, 8th, I think it was 8th grade. And when she said that to me and stuff, I'm like, I didn't fully understand it. And then I started looking at her as a woman, like how she hustled hard.
Yeah.
Cause like she was doing other things for like other restaurants and everything like that. Benji's mom was a hustler.
Right.
And she was getting it in. And then when I was like, shit. And when she said that, I started looking at other people and stuff and I'm like, yo, what does your road to riches look like? You know, like, and that's my thing and stuff. And I look at a person's like work ethic and everything like that.
Yeah.
How they go about some things like business wise and business minded and stuff. And if it's not going in that type of direction, I'm like, your road is short as fuck and it don't really have shit, but probably like maybe a few dollars on there. And then some other people's things and stuff is like, wide as the friggin' yellow brick road, lit with rubies, cash, jewels, all the above, and they're walking this shit bare feet.
Yeah.
So that set a precedent and stuff for that in my life and everything pertaining to like, I was like, this is where I feel like sometimes we do like not give certain women like their jewels.
Yeah.
Like we always like, oh, be strong, women, girl power and everything. But I looked at it and stuff, was like, nah, the way you least expect it, you can't get these gems and these notable things and stuff from these women because with the Tupac, they hate the ladies that make the babies.
Yeah.
But they're making the babies and stuff, and they want to make sure that these babies and stuff are good to deal with the world because they have no idea what's ahead of them.
Right.
That's dope, though. But salute to your teach. I like that, though.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the Master Sons for this week.
What they asking us, man?
Get ready. Plantain love. I love plantains too.
Plantains
they're
too.
fucking delicious, especially when they're fried.
Shout out to you.
What was loved by the poor? What was loved by poor people until rich people ruined it?
Oxtail.
What?
For those who don't,
Explain.
for those who don't know, oxtail is a I want to say a Caribbean delicacy because not only West Indians eat it. No,
Americans eat it too. So yeah.
Americans eat it.
Yeah,
Americans eat it. West Indians eat it. Listen, it was considered slave food at one point. It was the ox. The tail of the ox,
and it's not really that goddamn big.
Yeah, and the fact of the matter is, at one point you used to get that shit for free. Because it was just it was discarded.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was considered useless.
And then the rich came in.
And then rich people started liking that shit. Now try to buy some oxtail in the damn grocery. That shit is so damn expensive.
What? You think it's organic oxtail or some shit? I want to say YouTube channels and camping.
YouTube channels and camping. Explain.
Because like with YouTube channels and stuff, I feel like YouTube channels, like, especially when YouTube started off, like I had my business and stuff going off a little bit after YouTube started off.
Right.
And when people had channels, it was just basic shit. It was like basic stuff. They might get they would get subscribers to their channels and everything like that. And then I guess when the rich got it, and I'm not taking shots and stuff at no particular peoples and stuff, whatever. Like, I like when you're using your gift to help those who weren't blessed with the gift.
Right. Okay.
Right? I see some YouTubers and stuff, whatever. Now, one particular dude I have in mind, he takes money and he's like, yo, would you slap this woman for like $100K? And he has like $100K cash. And somebody's like, hell yeah, brace yourself, bitch. And you know what I'm saying? I was like, like, if you had money, would you put up a challenge like that? Like, nah. Some rich people ignorant shit, whatever, because they just got money to burn, whatever, right? Yeah. Camping, I don't camp. People that know me, my ideal roughing is no Wi-Fi. Point blank, period. I'm a city boy. City boy with it, all the above. Camping, it's not my thing. But when they tantalize me with the ideal of like, oh, we can go glamping, and they have Wi-Fi, a place where you can hop in, take showers and everything. I was like,
that was a sign you up moment. That was a sign you up moment.
Yeah, get me that.
I have one of those.
But sir, that's not camping. Get me glamping. Yeah, I'm about that life. Yeah. So I was like,
because really, that's like going to like the cabin in the woods at that
pretty
point.
Much. I'm like, yo, I don't gotta cut up no fucking wood. I don't gotta do the most.
You're nice.
I got a bootleg fridge to keep shit warm.
You might even be able to order skip the dishes.
Or the s'mores. To skip the dishes. Yo, some people like, you motherfucker, you know how to ruin everything.
You just fuck camping right up. Glamping.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
Next question comes from Sneaks. Why is it kinky to say daddy during sex, but weird to say mommy? That is a fucking valid, good question. I'll let the veteran answer that because I just turned 36, so I'll let him answer that.
Because I don't think there's any woman that I ever been with.
You call mommy.
That I look to call mommy, except for
your mother,
my actual mommy. Yeah,
but why? Okay, so we normalize the daddy aspect.
No, we don't normalize the daddy.
Society. Double standard. Yeah. Come back with me, pretty dude. Cease and deside the street.
I won't say double standard on that.
So who? Okay.
Because
the guys who authorize it,
right?
Who allow it?
Yeah.
Like I want to,
because I'll be damn straight uncomfortable for some woman that I'm dealing with calling me daddy.
You ever seen that meme where it says, when you're at your girl's house for dinner, and then she said, "Daddy, can you pass the salt?" And then you reach and her father reaches for the salt. I was like, the fuck? I'd be like, first of all, if I was a father, I'd beat the shit out of my daughter first.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm fucking here in the photo.
Yeah.
And here you out here letting another dude like you got some sick, sad fetish and stuff. And I don't feel like I could ever have sex with a woman and say, "Oh yeah, mommy, this pussy wet." That's dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which is weird because there has been instances where mommy was a thing.
Stepmom, that's the only thing I can think of. Like, yo, that's the only thing I can think of about mom.
Look at mommy over there. But they would be, you know what I mean? Like there was a time where calling like,
"Hey mama."
Hey mama.
Hey little mama.
Yeah.
So mommy can't work mama.
Mama can work. Just not your mama.
Yeah, it's not your mama.
Just not your mama. Or my mama.
Dirty. The last question comes from Bean Boy. What up, Bean Boy? Yeah, I remember that name. Bean Boy, what is the dumbest thing someone has ever tried to convince you was the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can don't get us canceled. Don't get us canceled.
I don't think this one gonna get us canceled.
Okay. So I guess it's just me with the
it might
cancel.
But I don't think so.
Go ahead. You go.
Okay. This one time when we were kids in elementary school, and someone told us about Spanish fly.
Oh shit!
And the effects that it had on women, we decided we need to get our hands on some Spanish fly. So this dude we know, this older dude, told us he could get some. And we're like, all right. We like, okay.
Sign me up.
Yeah, sign us up, man. We want to send Spanish fly action. Let's get it on. Mind you, we didn't have no women or no girls to use it on.
So you took it yourself?
We just wanted to have it.
Just in case?
Just in case. A just in case Spanish fly. Dude came back.
Oh shit.
Dude came back with what appeared to be baking soda in a nail polish bottle.
What the fuck? He charged you guys?
No. Because he couldn't convince us. But he swore up and down that it was Spanish fly.
Yeah, he needs
and
that.
Somehow he was like,
y'all didn't beat his ass?
Nah, because he was an older kid. He was a big older kid.
Y'all didn't jump him?
Trying to pull a fast one.
Have you not seen Step Brothers? All those damn kids jumping those grown ass men.
We should.
Power numbers, man. Fuck him.
He was one of us. He was a cousin to one. So,
oh, okay.
So that's what it is. Can you imagine that? He still tried to pull a fast one.
The dumbest thing someone's ever tried to convince me that was the truth was Candyman.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Candyman. So with the whole Candyman thing, I was shook to five for like fucking years.
Right.
And like one night and stuff, whatever, I went to go brush my teeth as a grown ass adult. I was like, yo, these old wives' tales and urban legends and everything like that, yo, why are we fearing these things and stuff, whatever, right? I'm like, what's really the center, the main cause and stuff of these things? And I was just questioning a whole bunch of things. And I was home alone by my damn self one night. And I was just like, I did it. I was like, Candyman 3 times.
Yeah.
I'm like, Candyman. So I was like, this shit ain't fucking... So I started thinking, I'm like, wait a minute. And actually, wow, I did it earlier in my life.
Right.
And I was like, I thought back and stuff, and I'm like, I said fucking Candyman. And this dude swore up and down. This dude told me a story and stuff, how his sister said Candyman and stuff like that, and she didn't believe. And then she fell down in the washroom and she was screaming and crying. And then like blood started coming from like the light fixture and everything. Like, yo! I was like, man, if you don't go fuck off and sit down somewhere. I was like, are you high?
Have you ever been told a lie and events made you believe it was true?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Go ahead with that one, because I got a story for that too.
So I think one thing was apparently they have this thing called Mothman, the Mothman prophecies. You heard of that shit?
Oh yeah. I'm familiar.
That kind of like was in that Cleveland, Pennsylvania area, like that Eastern Coast type of thing in that vicinity. And I looked at it and I'm like, but they start adding up some things like some sightings, some shit that kind of look kind of legit. They had more photos of this thing than they did of Bigfoot. Bigfoot was always, for some reason, they need to step their camera game up. We're fucking living in 4K, 8K mode now.
Right.
I don't want to hear this shit. They better come with a crystal clear photo because Bigfoot don't fucking exist to me.
Right.
And then so when I was looking at this whole thing, I was like, that shit ain't real. But they're like, oh, but it only comes around when there's going to be great tragedy and great events and everything.
Right.
So I was like, oh, fuck. I think this shit's fucking legit. I think I pissed myself one night and stuff when I was thinking about it and everything. I was like, nah, it's not true. And then like, no, I'm getting chills right now thinking about this. Go ahead.
Yo, I hit this one, yo. First and foremost, I got an uncle. Shout out to Uncle Bunny.
Here we go.
You know it's gonna be something when I say shout out to Uncle Bunny.
I need a fucking drink for this. Let's go.
Yo, again, so little kid in elementary school, right? And Uncle Bunny was staying with us. So Uncle Bunny, he stayed in my room. I shared my bed with him, right?
He told you some ghosts. Go ahead. Run it.
I had to wake up early the next morning. I don't know. I can't remember if I was going to some trap meet or something. I had to wake up early. I had to be at school early, right? So I was telling Uncle Bunny that I had to be up. I think it was like maybe 7 o'clock, right? And I asked him like if he could wake me, right? So he said, "You don't need me to wake you." And I was like, "No, I don't." And he goes, "No. What time you want to wake up?" So I said 7. He said, "What time is it now?" So I said, "It's 10 o'clock now." He said, "Okay, wait. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, here's what you do." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "See your pillow?" He goes, "Yeah." "Smack your pillow 10 times. And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Smack your pillow 10 times and you're going to wake up at 7. So me, of course, being a little kid, yo, I beat the shit out of that pillow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I went to sleep. Now,
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
now, I don't know if it was a psychological part of it,
Mhm.
but I woke up at 7 o'clock.
That's not true.
I swear to you, I woke up at 7 o'clock. Dude,
Yo, I'm smacking my pillows
Yo,
tonight. Yo,
for about a month after that,
it was working?
I would slap my pillow to wake up a certain time. Salute to Uncle
shit.
Bunny.
Yo, salute. I'm, you know what?
Yo,
I'm gonna smack a fucking pillow tonight.
bro. That first night when I woke up and I was amazed, bro. 'Cause I woke up at 7 o'clock. I was like, that shit works.
Yo, everybody listening to this right now,
Uh,
please set your alarm clock as a backup clock.
as a backup.
Slap
As a backup.
your fucking pillows tonight whenever you hear this podcast.
Right.
We gotta see if this shit's fucking real, and then comment when the following day. Cause I don't kind of bullshit, but it feels so believable too.
When I woke up at 7, nobody couldn't tell me that it wasn't real and it did not work. I mean, after the first month, it kind of started falling off a bit, but I still tried.
Yo,
Oh,
salute
man.
the buddy, man.
Oh.
Yo, let's hit it with associated. I don't know. I'm speechless. Yeah, that's how I feel. Yo, let's hit him with associated sons and slide up out of here.
right,
I think I need to call my
do
Uncle
this.
Bunny, tell him how much I
Let's do
love
this.
him.
Let's do. He's the wildest, man. Listen,
Yo.
whenever we had whenever the family get together and they start getting to the stories, man,
No one can see him.
bro, your side is hurting you, bro, when the night is done. Between him and your father get started,
Mm-hmm.
it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap.
All right, man. So say the sons this week. Here's a little motivation with y'all. Don't be the person always fighting for people. Sometimes they should fight for you.
So
say
says
the
the sons.
Yo, I feel like, especially with me, I want to say in my realm,
Yeah.
for birthday run, I'm a type of person, I don't forget birthdays.
Right.
And I always tend to lock it in my head and stuff when it pertains to people and all of the above. And I always try to fight short, pre-COVID and after.
Yeah.
Just to see what's up with the person in their realm, how they feeling, and all of the above. And then come my special day that just passed,
Yeah.
I just seen like a pour of love from the midnight hours to right before the midnight hours to
That's dope.
April 30th.
That's dope.
I was I've been always campaigning for people,
Yeah.
but on my day, to me in my head, I'm like, yo, it's just my birthday. But the way how they came at, they fought for me and everything. They're like, yo,
Right.
nah, this is what we know as COVID. We know you're a COVID birthday vet, but yo, we got to make sure you at least enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Fuck what everything is. People sent me food from Skip the Dishes,
Oh,
ordered to
word?
the house. Yeah, it was dope because when I got to the house and stuff, whatever, I left
Yeah.
for doctor's appointment. I didn't get fingered. Fuck y'all. It was dope. The fact that I got home and stuff, whatever, and then I had Skip the Dishes delivered to me and Uber Eats and stuff delivered to me.
Nice.
And and people weren't even there. They were like, yo, you know what? We would have went out,
Right.
but how we can't go out through
Yeah.
the whole COVID and the whole stay-at-home order.
Yeah.
We'll just make sure you get the food, you get fed.
This is you. Yeah.
So that was real dope. I didn't cook this whole fucking weekend, by the way.
He's still living off a birthday, dude.
You're goddamn right. So yes, man, don't be the person always fighting for people. Sometimes they should fight for you too. And salute to all the peoples and stuff. Like I said, I appreciate the love. I appreciate all of y'all. Fans, supporters, and all of you. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the reason why we still doing this.
Yeah.
So much less, yes, take that motivation with you. Because some people should be fighting for you too as well. You're worthy of it.
100%. 100%.
All right, man. That's it.
That's it.
Once again, thank you again for listening to the Podical Sons. Remember, the difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. Peace and love. Exit with the porno theme. Hey. Hey. Peace.
The Podical Sons with Not Your Average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.